It was a hot, quiet morning in a small town in the Philippines. The sun was just beginning to rise, painting the sky with colors of gold and pink. People were starting their day, some heading to work, others opening their small shops. But in one dusty alleyway, something sad and lonely was happening. Something that would touch your heart. A small mother dog was lying in the corner, her fur matted and dirty. She was shaking, weak and tired. Around her, 5 little puppies were huddled together, trying to stay warm. They were hungry, crying softly, and it was clear that no one had cared for them. They had been abandoned, left to face the world on their own. Most people just walked past, ignoring them. But one man noticed them. His name was Carlo. Carlo was known in the neighborhood for his kindness, especially toward animals. When he saw the mother dog and her puppies, his heart sank. He slowly walked closer, careful not to scare them. The mother dog lifted her head and gave a weak bark. Carlo knelt down and spoke softly. "Don't be afraid, little ones. I'm here to help." His voice was calm, gentle, full of hope. At first, the mother dog didn't move. She was scared, and she'd been hurt too many times before. But Carlo stayed. He sat on the ground, letting the puppies crawl onto his lap. He took off his jacket and made a small bed for them right there in the alley. He gave them water, and even though the puppies were hesitant at first, they slowly started drinking. Carlo didn't stop there. He knew that these puppies and their mother needed more than just temporary help. He carried them carefully, one by one, to his small home. His neighbors watched, some shaking their heads, some smiling. They said, "Why do you bother? There are so many dogs in the streets." "Why not leave them?" Carlo didn't answer. He just kept moving, focused on the small lives in his hands. When he got home, he cleaned them one by one. He gave them food, warm blankets, and even made a small corner in his house just for them. The mother dog looked around, still scared but safe. She sniffed the blankets, licked Carlo's hand, and curled up with her puppies. For the first time in a long while, they were not alone. Days passed. Carlo cared for them every single day. He fed them, bathed them, and even played with the puppies. The mother dog, whom Carlo named Lila, started to trust him. Her eyes softened, and she wagged her tail when he approached. The puppies grew stronger, their little bodies filling out with every meal. Word of Carlo's kindness spread in the neighborhood. People began to bring old blankets, food, and toys for Lila and her puppies. Carlo never expected this. He had only wanted to help. But soon, everyone could see that even small acts of kindness could make a huge difference. One day, Carlo decided it was time to take the puppies to the vet. They needed vaccinations and checkups. He carefully loaded them into a small basket and set off. Lila followed, staying close to her little ones. At the vet, the puppies were scared, crying softly, but Carlo held them tightly. The vet smiled, amazed at the love Carlo had for these abandoned animals. Weeks turned into months. The puppies grew playful, jumping, running, and exploring the house. Lila, their mother, was full of life again. She would lay in the sun, watching her puppies play, and sometimes she would curl up next to Carlo, as if thanking him for saving their lives. Weeks turned into months. The puppies grew playful, jumping, running, and exploring the house. Lila, their mother, was full of life again. She would lay in the sun, watching her puppies play, and sometimes she would curl up next to Carlo, as if thanking him for saving their lives. Then came the day that made Carlo smile the most. He posted pictures of Lila and her puppies online, hoping to find loving homes for the little ones. Within hours, families were calling, wanting to adopt them. Carlo carefully chose homes where the puppies would be safe and loved. Saying goodbye was hard. Each puppy had grown attached to him, and so had Lila. But Carlo knew this was what they needed. Finally, the day came when the last puppy left. Lila was sad, pacing around the house, missing her babies. But Carlo sat with her, speaking softly. "It's okay, Lila. They are safe now, and you're safe too." For the first time, Lila relaxed, resting her head on Carlo's lap, trusting that he would never leave her. Life slowly returned to normal. Carlo still took care of Lila, feeding her, playing with her, and making sure she was happy. People in the neighborhood now stopped to smile when they saw her, wagging her tail. Carlo's kindness had changed not only Lila's life, but also the community. This story, simple as it may seem, reminds us that even one person can make a difference. One act of kindness, one moment of care, can save lives, heal hearts, and inspire others. Carlo didn't just rescue a mother dog and her puppies. He showed the world what love and compassion really mean. So next time you see someone or something in need, remember Carlo and Lila. Even a small act of kindness can touch the world in ways you never imagined. Because in the end, it's not about fame, money, or recognition. It's about love. And love, even for the smallest and most helpless creatures, can change everything. And that's the story of a kind Philippine man who rescued an abandoned mother dog and her puppies. And in doing so, rescued hearts too. Thank you for watching this story from the heart. Stories like these remind us that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference. If this touched your heart today, let it inspire you to do something good, wherever you are. From all of us here at Philippines Wealth Chronicles, stay kind, stay hopeful, and remember, love has the power to change lives, one life at a time.